Ontario, can't get enough. From the pits to the tracks, we drive real tough. Join the racing fam, feel the love, feel the love. Highlights, insights, it's all here. Ooh yeah, motorsport stories we revere. Listen up, drivers, crews, every gear. Oh yeah, get in the groove, shed a tear. Let's go, let's go. Hands on the wheel, feet on the gas. Ooh yeah, buckle up tight, we're staying fast. Stickers and stuff, feel the blast. Podcast love, long may it last forever. Welcome to the show, stickers and scuffs. Ooh yeah, it's a new Ontario, can't get enough. From the pits to the tracks, we drive real tough. Join the racing fam, feel the love, feel the love. Hands on the wheel, feet on the gas. Oh yeah, buckle up tight, we're staying fast. Stickers and stuffs, feel the blast. Podcast love, long may it last forever. Feel the love, feel the love. We turn up to the wheel. Ooh yeah, Ontario speed, feel the thrill. Pit stop track is the deal. Let's go. Stickers and scuffs, keep it real. Engines roar, feel the heat. Ooh yeah, tires screeching on the street. Vroom vroom, motorsport fan when we meet. Hey, weekly updates can't be beat. Let's get welcome to the show, stickers and scuffs. Ooh yeah, it's a new Ontario, can't get enough. From the pits to the tracks, we drive real tough. Join the racing fam, feel the love, feel the love. Highlights, insights, it's all here. Ooh yeah, motorsport stories we revere. Listen up, drivers, crews, every gear. Oh yeah, get in the groove, shed a tear. Let's go, let's go. Hands on the wheel, feet on the gas. Ooh yeah, buckle up tight, we're staying fast. Stickers and stuff, feel the blast. Podcast love, long may it last forever. Welcome to the show, stickers and scuffs. Ooh yeah, it's a new Ontario, can't get enough. drive real tough. Join the racing fam, feel the love, feel the love. Hands on the wheel, feet on the gas. Oh yeah, buckle up tight, we're steady and fast. Stickers and stuffs, feel the blast. Podcast love, long may it last. Forever, feel the love, feel the love. Bring it up to the wheel. Ooh yeah. Tire your speed, feel the thrill. Pit stop chat is the deal. Let's go. Stickers and stuffs, keep it real. Engines roar, feel the heat. Ooh yeah. Tires scratching on the street. Vroom vroom. Motorsport fan when we meet. Hey, weekly updates can't be beat. Let's get. Welcome to the show. Stickers and stuffs. Ooh yeah. Racing through Ontario, can't get enough. From the pits to the tracks, we drive real tough. Join the racing fam, feel the love, feel the love. Highlights, insights, it's all here. Ooh yeah, motorsport stories we revere. Listen up, drivers, crews, every gear. Oh yeah, get in the groove, shed a tear. Let's go, let's go. Hands on the wheel, feet on the gas. Ooh yeah, buckle up tight, we're staying fast. Stickers and stuffs, feel the blast. Podcast love, long may it last. Forever. Welcome to the show, stickers and stuffs. Ooh yeah, racing through Ontario, can't get enough. From the pits to the tracks, we drive real tough. Join the racing fam, feel the love, feel the love. Hands on the wheel, feet on the gas. Oh yeah, buckle up tight, we're steady and fast. Stickers and stuffs, feel the blast. Podcast love, long may it last. Forever, feel the love, feel the love. Bring it up to the wheel. Ooh yeah. Tire your speed, feel the thrill. Pit stop chat is the deal. Let's go. Stickers and stuffs, keep it real. Engines roar, feel the heat. Ooh yeah. Tires scratching on the street. Vroom vroom. Motorsport fan when we meet. Hey, weekly updates can't be beat. Let's get. Welcome to the show. Stickers and stuffs. Ooh yeah. Racing through Ontario, can't get enough. From the pits to the tracks, we drive real tough. Join the racing fam, feel the love, feel the love. Highlights, insights, it's all here. Ooh yeah, motorsport stories we revere. Listen up, drivers, crews, every gear. Oh yeah, get in the groove, shed a tear. Let's go, let's go. Hands on the wheel, feet on the gas. Ooh yeah, buckle up tight, we're staying fast. Stickers and stuffs, feel the blast. Podcast love, long may it last. Forever. Welcome to the show, stickers and stuffs. Ooh yeah, racing through Ontario, can't get enough. From the pits to the tracks, we drive real tough. Join the racing fam, feel the love, feel the love. nights we gather round, Cam and Graydon holding down, the laughter echoing through the mic, racing stories we all like. Ontario Motorsports pride, revving engines side by side, all off season long we talk the track, sticker tails won't hold back. Kicking back with friends on air, racing dreams we love to share, stickers and scuffs is where we meet, Friday nights can't be beat. Engines roaring, hearts on fire, stories that lift us higher, from the pits to the victory lane, Cam and Graydon know the game. Every lap brings more delight, shine those trophies in the light, join the fun, don't be late, Friday nights it's a date. Rubber burning, asphalt black, stories that we'll never lack, live podcast where we belong, racing life all off season long. Ontario Motorsports pride, revving engines side by side, all off season long we talk the track, sticker tails won't hold back. Kicking back with friends on air, racing dreams we love to share, stickers and scuffs is where we meet, Friday nights can't be beat. Engines roaring, hearts on fire, stories that lift us higher, from the pits to the victory lane, Cam and Graydon know the game. Engines roaring, hearts on fire, stories that lift us higher, from the pits to the victory lane, Cam and Graydon know the game. Every lap brings more delight, shine those trophies in the light, join the fun.
What is going on, everybody? Cam K here with you. It's Friday night SmackDown. No, it's not. It's SNS Live here on Facebook tonight, YouTube. Graydon Bunn not available tonight, but we're hanging out tonight and still trying to recover from what's been a very tough couple weeks for Cam K, but we're still trying to deal with these stupid effing bugs, and it's getting better, which is good. But the meantime is always just frustrating and kind of annoying. So, and then dealing with allergies as well has been brutal. But luckily for us tonight, we got some good stuff on the way. Sunset Speedway. I was waiting for this. A lot of people were waiting for this. I know Calvin was just berating everybody about this one. For good reason, though. We're excited to see what was on tap for this year, and so we'll get a quick look and take a look at Sunset Speedway's schedule. I would expect that we'll see Saubles soon, and we already know Peterborough's isn't until March at Motorama. And I think everybody, all the touring series, I think I'm pretty sure most of their schedules are out. What I will say is, I know, burn down the building. Honestly, Kev, I'm at that point right now. I know whatever one I just seen, it's been damaged, so not making it. Last couple days, it's just been the ones. It's just been the quote ones with incesticide in them, so they apparently they come out into the open to die, which I would appreciate they didn't do that. I don't want to see them, but means the treatment's working. It's just it's not taking as long as they said. It's taking a little longer. So, as long as it gets better and not worse, and I'm not seeing them. The one I just seen and took care of was just over here in a new spot, and my hope was just it was startled, and that's why it was moving fast. It wasn't. Hopefully, it was incesticide that had been taken, but it wears on you, man. That shit. It's just frustrating, exhausting. Honestly, I want my condo back, man. It's been a long month so far, but what makes me happy is seeing racing stuff. And we got a couple of announcements today. Really excited about this one. Kendra Adams announced that she's going full time APC late model racing this year. Um, that's great. I'd love to see it for a lady of the oval to be full time. I would have to check. Maybe I I think Peyton Jacobs ran full time when she was in APC. You know what? Thanks to APC's really good website, we can actually go back and check her statistics and see whether or not she did compete a full. I feel like she would have. Um, 10 races in 2017, 9, 9, and 6. So I believe she did. So Peyton Jacobs would have been I believe, the first female to do full time. Kendra will be just the second, and the first since 2019. So that's extremely exciting. And for Sunset Speedway, that's kind of a bit of a rub there. They've, been the home of, the ladies in the Pro Late division. Um, Last year was Sam Shaw and Kendra. Kendra finishing third in the points and Sam winning the Flying Frank. Pretty solid representation there. And right now, actually, Sunset's late model division is actually going to be pretty different, and I would think in 2025 right now. While a lot of drivers have not confirmed their entry and their status for next year, we do already know a couple that are not back. So if Kendra is not back in full, or even just participating part time, that will be a significant hit to that division. You're already losing Dustin Marquette at least full time. He's moving to the Ontario Super Late Model Series. Great job for him. I'm excited to see how he does there. I think that's a great move. Paul Maltese, Paul, not Paul Major, not Paul Maltese. I don't know why I'm thinking Paul right now. Keith Temple in the 14 announced that he was done. So that's another late model. So right now, I would hope that maybe we get to see Dale Shaw compete for the championship this year. Obviously, his car being demolished at Delaware last year really did play a factor as to why he didn't finish the season. But and then of course we already know the likelihood that Kyle Steckley will be back to compete in some races. Danny Benedict's retired. He had done a couple of races last year. I expect that we'll see. Corey McAllister has already made mention that he's potentially going to the APC series, so it's not like he's going to be in there. So you kind of have a division with maybe Jordan House, Gord Shepard, Travis Halliburton, Sam Shaw, Paul Maltese, Dale Shaw, Dwayne Baker, Parker Traves, Taylor Holdaway, Mike Bentley, if those guys are back, Tyler Liscombe. But aside from that, I don't know who's moving into the Pro Late division. Garrett Tiemersma, perhaps if he doesn't go to Peterborough, would be at Sunset in the Pro Late division. We already know Jeff Hanley it appears that he is done. At least that was Jeff Hanley's car that Garrett Tiemersma has now. So unless there's some guys from APC potentially that are going to step away from full-time APC competition, I mean, we saw that at Sauble Speedway. Tom Gibbons did that and won the championship at Sauble last year. So I'm really looking forward to having Tom and Thomas Gibbons actually coming on to the Stickers and Scuffs podcast in about a month's time. We're excited to speak with the former competitor from the APC Late Model Series. But I expect to see A couple more full-time, maybe not full-time entries, but part-time entries you'll see on a regular basis. Typically, the Zardos are out there, Billy or Lane. Will attempt, some of those races. You'll see Josh Stoddy typically out there. I'm curious to see what Rick Spencer Walt's going to do. He made a couple of starts last year for Mike Gowdy. So Sunset right now has my attention, obviously because they put out their schedule tonight. Around 6 o'clock, which is fantastic. Of course, I was having a beautiful nap, which was fantastic for the time. But took a quick look through it. Let's take a look at it tonight, and then we'll take a look at our what do we call it? Our grand um, uh, uh, movement across Ontario. Take a look, see at and continue to work on at least. I was working on this off of memory just as before we started the show tonight, so there is a lot of it that's still incomplete, but you also don't want to put people on the list that aren't um, official yet, or I mean, we know a lot of people through SNS have announced stuff, and um, just don't want to tick anybody off by potentially putting wrong information on there. But there's a lot of exciting stuff on the schedule here, and I really applaud the team once again at Sunset Speedway. I mean, I can understand that people may have been a little frustrated with things not being announced earlier, but I mean, this is part of it. This is what tracks have to deal with, the changes in their schedules. Um, it happens, and there was a couple of conflicts that arose that led to them having to redo, I believe, some of the schedule, which it, like I said, that happens, and we're gonna put this on the big schedule that I've got now that this is out. We're still waiting for Sobel, and then of course we already know Peterborough's deal is going to be a little bit later. So we definitely want to head to Sunset this year. I mean, Dad and I are expecting to be out there. Oh, a good bit this year. Right now, my two main dates that I'm looking at we'll get to. They're not actually to start the season. They're actually in the next little bit. But let's take a look make sure if I can get this correct here. I think it's on this other screen here. So, all right. So first off, love the graphic. Think it was done really nice. Nice attention seeking. That's what you want. So season starts May 3rd. Perfect birthday weekend for yourself, turning 34 this year. So let's put on some good stuff here. Pro late models, hot rods, super stocks, mini stocks, and junior late models. Of course, the pro late model, the Steve Slaughter Classic Night. This is a great way to start the season. A little similar to what we've seen in the last couple of years. So awesome to see this start the season off. What I implore is hot rod racers, please consider that it's the full season. We don't need to act stupid first thing. We want cars to be lasting throughout the season, and I know that was a bit of a problem last year. So let's work on that for sure. May 10th is high stakes, and it's pro late models with we got super stocks, bone stocks make their debut for the season, junior lates, and then the power wheel drags returns for 2025. And we don't have to wait long. Second weekend of the season. Perfect. May 17th brings us the Velocity Weekend. As you notice, it starts at 5 p.m. on Saturday with the APC late models. And I love this. The Modifieds getting a shot up with the APC series 30-lap modified race. Bring along the TQ midgets, typically who we see with the APC series. They're kind of almost Can-Am midgets always seem to be the combination division that races with the APC. And then we've got what I really like here is the May 18th. Velocity now has Flying Frank Invitational as part of it. One of the things that you want to make sure is that that invitational is on a day that people can go to it. Why you want to have people go to it? Because it is in honor of the man himself, Frank Davey. Last year we had a couple of great additions. Carson Nagy made it out there. We saw Justin Collison make the trip. Even Ethan Courier came out, and I would love to see a couple more super stocks out there. Todd Davenport was a part of that race. Gord Shepard. But definitely want to see more and more and more. Now, this is interesting here. You got the big three returning for the junior late models, so that's great to see as well. Again, with it being on a Sunday, what it does is it welcomes in racers from across Ontario to make the trip, of course, for the spring long weekend. Or I guess the weekend, it might be the week after, actually, is May 2-4. But Velocity Weekends. Bone Stock Battle Royal. Now, this is an interesting thing here. I have no idea what a Bone Stock Battle Royal is, but Battle Royale, I guess you'll say, is the spelling there. It's a Battle Royale. Twin 25s with Outlaw Midgets also featured. Again, this is what you have to do as a racetrack to bring people back to the track each and every week. Why? You're doing something new, something interesting. May 24, you have your At Our Best Fan Appreciation Night, the first Fan Appreciation Night of the season. 50-lap pro late model race with your Hot Rods, Bone Stocks. Modifieds are part of the show, and then the Ontario Legend Car Series make their first starts of the season at Sunset. What's awesome about this, you get the on-track autograph session, and that's right, the Ontario Bandoleros make their series debut at Sunset Speedway. So it's great to see that the Bandoleros will make their debut on May 24th. I'm looking forward to seeing how some of the kids in that division do. Keegan Mode announced for Shenanigans Motorsports in car number 11. He will be back to chase the championship. Lila Sigma, Landon and Hudson Sellers so far are a part of the Bandoleros. We don't know much more names yet, but yes, that's right, Sam. Every Bandolero event is a double feature. So that's one thing, again, that I'm a big fan of. I like having twin features. Really great thing. Chris, nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I saw you had the style flying at the banquet, and see you still rocking the brace on the leg. So hope you're healing up well, buddy. May 31st brings the showdown in Simcoe County. And this is a little bit lower of a card, which is you got to have some nights like this. But what do you think you notice about in May? All 3 p.m. starts, except for, of course, Velocity Saturday. I love this. This is excellent stuff for the fans to get started at 3 p.m. I absolutely love it. I like getting home at a reasonable hour. So good job there, Sunset. We head to June. And wow, this is a stacked month. Holy hell. How you doing, Brad? Nice to see you, buddy. Salute to Service, Military Appreciation Night. The Ontario Super Late Model Series makes their season debut when that's the 30-lap Hot Rods, Super Stocks, Modifieds, and Mini Stocks Power Wheel Drags returns once again. June 14th, one of the nights that I am looking forward to because I have been unable to make this event. It might result in a couple of omissions. which is tough because obviously we want as many cars to be there for Alan, but the third annual Alan Lincoln Cup, also it's Autism Awareness Nights. How can you can't be upset about that? That's amazing. 73 lap mini stock invitational. You got a 100 lap Ontario Sportsman Series event as well. TQ Midgets, the Ontario Legend cars, and Bandoleros twin features. That card is freaking stacked. Absolutely stacked. And I love it. Now, what I would be doing if I was in charge, put OSS on first. You got to put that 100 lap, get that 100 laps out of the way, get it done first, get them in front of a big crowd because they kind of need that. 73 lap mini stock, you can literally put the OSS race in between. And absolutely love that. I love the three different features that they've got there. You got TQ Midgets, the Legend cars once again, like we said in the Bandoleros. Love this. Now this event here obviously brings a lot of great things to my heart here. I love this. June 21st, NASCAR Canada is back. If you guys know me, that was my first love in Ontario racing, and it's back. It's where Graydon and I first met, was back in 21, and at the NASCAR Canada event, the double features that night in the abbreviated season. And how about this? They are adding 46 lapper hot rod. The Big Z Memorial is on the Saturday. I have to check all the other schedules because that's very important to me to do that. I want to check at least right now and make sure that there's not huge conflicts. So if we take a look here, again, what day was that supposed to be? That's June 21st. So let's see here. No hot rod feature here, guys, on June 21st. The Oscar hot rods, they can make it. Now, it does cause a little bit of a problem, though, because then you're only a week out from their next event at Delaware Speedway. So I could see some guys not willing to do it, but I definitely want the Big Z Memorial to have a big car. We did have a good race last year. It was tough, though. We did not have the biggest field out there. I would have loved to see over 20 for the feature. Unfortunately, I had a couple of cars that did have problems and weren't able to make it out for feature time. Let's take a look as well. Where do I want to go? Nope, I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the other side here. And I want to pull in Full Throttle. We're looking for June 21st. Unfortunately, we're not going to see any hot rods that are running regular at Full Throttle because hot rods is on the schedule for that night. So potentially what you're going to see is Oscar hot rods and Delaware V8s. We don't know, obviously, yet what's going to happen with Sauble's United 8s. There's not really an indication yet when their schedule is coming out, but I've been told soon. So, but I love this. Now, if I'm a bone stock racer, okay, and we don't have Peterborough's schedule yet, which is a bummer because I'd really like to know whether or not we have the opportunity of seeing a bunch more names coming out there. But let's just see here. So Delaware, obviously they run the Friday nights. Those bone stock racers can make it out there to be in front of, and the reason why I'm saying bone stock, it's a big thing to be in front of a huge NASCAR crowd like that. And we will expect it. I mean, as much as people crap on the NASCAR Canada series, people do come out there. June 22nd is Hot Rods at Grand Bend. As Collins Bunch does say, yes, that is true, which will also impact counts. Can Graydon turn up the brightness on his camera? He's looking dim. Yeah, he's been a little quiet too, Scott. I can't hear him, so he's got to turn the mic up. But I'm going to look at Full Throttle as well and see if they're on the. If I can't remember, I know I just looked at it, but I didn't bother to pay attention to that as well. Bone Stocks are on the schedule at Full Throttle as well. Ah, I mean, this is where you look at it and go, we could have had all these guys show up. Now, obviously, car counts aren't everything. I mean, we like to put a big. People like to put a big, and I'm one of those fans. Like we like to put a big deal on it, but interestingly enough, June 21st is one of the nights that Pure Stocks are running at Flamborough. So we're not going to get them either. So right now it's really going to be between Sunset guys, potentially Peterborough, and that's really it. Delaware guys can come down, but unfortunately Flamborough is running. Full Throttle is running. Let me see Grand Bend. I don't typically think the Grand Bend guys would come out for Sunset either, but it absolutely, I agree with you, Scott, in terms of certain divisions, but bone stocks you can easily go more than 22. Prolates, absolutely. At Delaware, 2 years ago, bone stocks were with Pinties was upsetting in my point of view. They ran early in the day. That was the mistake though, Nicole, is the way that they did that. This is all about the way that the track runs it, and if they do, like if Sunset does this the right way, they will be part of the show. That's what needs to happen because they did that a couple of years ago. They had the in between practice. It was in between qualifying and the race. They ran between first race and the second race, I think it was. Now I'm trying to remember which year it was that they ran. Either way, they ran the super stocks because they actually ran the night, but they were supposed to run the night before. And they added them to the card. They have to do that. And I know NASCAR tends to be the problem. NASCAR tends to be the one that they want their crew. They want their guys there. And they want basically it to be in their kind of, we have to work around them. But the fact that they've added 2 makes me think, it's not going to be a 250 lapper. Brian Todish posted on Facebook to somebody's question that it looks like it's going to be a 225 lapper, not a 250, not a 300. So it's a shorter race, which I'm okay with. Put your bone stocks. Now, if they do something like the bone stocks are out first, they do qualifying, like you kind of need to have these guys showcased. And I understand NASCAR's point of view, but respectfully, and this is coming from a big NASCAR Canada fan, respectfully, your guys in NASCAR Canada promote themselves in that series. They don't promote Sunset. They're not from Sunset, most of them. Hardly any of them, really. There's no connection there to the fans. A lot of fans are going because they want to see NASCAR. But if it's me, put your Sunset heroes on when the crowd is there and that crowd is hot. Start the night with them. Build to the NASCAR show. Put the NASCAR guys on last. Do it. Exactly. NASCAR gives a time when we have the track and have to be done. Then they take control of the track once they start their show. We don't get the track back. Exactly. So I would love it if they can do this. Now, I know Rev TV, when Todd Lewis was on Race Rivals Race Chat this past week, he mentioned that they're working on the potential of Rev TV doing a live stream, but not a NASCAR live stream. Live streaming the races. My understanding is it wouldn't be like the live stream that you see on TSN Plus. If they can do what we've seen at Oswegan Speedway, showcasing other than just NASCAR, I'm all for that, because it needs to be a broadcast very much like what we see with APC. APC, when G-Force does the broadcast there and they put on a Racing America, they don't cut out the other divisions and just showcase the one series. Now, I understand that NASCAR wants to show the NASCAR product only to their fans, so that's fine. But if somebody else is there taping, they can record whatever they want. I think bone stock racing, you can have. We've got tons of racers out there, tons of guys. SKLD has multiple cars. I think you have, Chris Lawrence could send cars there. They don't typically go out there, but and this is something else that I had talked about. Junior late models or bandoleros should have been on this card too. Now, obviously, I can't dictate that. The track has done what they did. I love this card. I think it's a perfect fit. Honestly, I think Bone Stocks and Big Z Memorial, I love it. I think it's great. I would have loved to see the kids get the opportunity in front of a NASCAR crowd. That would have been really cool too. You can only do what you can do, right? I would think that there's some NASCAR specific rules around that, and like I know even when we're there, media, we can't be in turn two when NASCAR is running. That we can't be down the entire backstretch lane. We can't do any of that because NASCAR does have rules within their rules, not the tracks. So, like one of the things that you have to have is identification. You have to have the vest. Doesn't matter who you are. So it's a different experience as media as well. Like for us, it's not just from the fan experience, but you know what? I think this is a massive win. I know a lot of people were very upset that Sunset did not have NASCAR last year, but people have to remember it's not always a bad thing to take a year off and make people crave it. Because frankly, I'm craving it. I didn't have any interest in the NASCAR Canada Series last year, but because it's coming back to Sunset, now I'm interested. So yeah, I'd absolutely love to see a bunch of people out there. Like I said, McPherson Motorsports teasing possibly getting some other cars out there. I mean, we've got multiple guys out there. It'd be cool just to get some, I'd say 25 out there. Neither can staff. This is Brendan. This is why I'm glad Brendan's in the chat. Neither can staff. We might have to get tossed. We might have gotten tossed last time they came, but there were sponsors to stay. We were miffed. Yeah, exactly. But the sponsors got to stay. Yeah, this is where there needs to be respect on both levels. I don't really care which type of division you are, what level you are. If you don't go to this track, you don't have a place to play. Okay? So you treat everybody with respect. Doesn't matter who is in charge. I love everybody that's in racing. I do. I love that we have divisions from all over. But we got to be realistic too. NASCAR Canada is very tough to like if you are an Ontario only fan, because there's not a lot of Ontario content left. And it's getting scarcer and scarcer the years that go. I mean, I can understand people being frustrated and not appreciating it and not loving it as because it wasn't CASCAR, but I'm sick of that argument because CASCAR has been gone since 2006. It's a new world. It's not what it was 25, 30 years ago. So we got to stop thinking that way. I absolutely loved it when it was back then, but businesses aren't the same anymore. Love of racing isn't the same anymore. So I'm glad that they put these types of divisions on. What personally I want to see is somebody stick one of the NASCAR Canada guys in a bone stock. If you want to add some excitement, you tell me you put in some of the top guys. Put in DJ Kennington, put in LP Dumoulin, put in Marc-Antoine Cameron, and put in Larry Jackson, and add them to the field Now, would NASCAR allow that? Likely not. Would the drivers do it? Probably not either. The hardest part about this right now is I think that we had some really great stars of tomorrow, but they've all kind of moved on. Trayton Lapsevich and Kyle Steckley would have been the names that I think we would want to see here. Now, potentially we'd get a couple other ones. If you get some guys from OSS, I only say that because of the likelihood of getting some bigger names in Ontario is just getting so hard to see. We've gotten Cole Powell in the past, and Jason Hathaway, we can never forget about him. But I would love to see some quote ringers in the bone stock race. That would, if you put it on first, obviously the hot rods would be. I would love to see that too. But I think getting the NASCAR, hell, if you even just made it a 5 or 10 lap invitational, and add it as a bonus before the race starts, I think fans would go crazy for that shit. Not only that, if you get NASCAR to kind of video that and put it out on their socials, that would be kind of cool. We go back to the schedule here because we talked about NASCAR Canada enough here, and giving my opinions on that. And with all respect, of course, it's NASCAR. Obviously, I'm a big fan of them, but I want to see everybody out there, and I want to see it succeeding. This one is also huge. Look at it, like 3 weeks in a row, 4 weeks in a row, really. Super Outlaws are back, and then you've got the jackpot on the hilltop, $10,000 to win on June 28th. Now, I had to share this with somebody within the Sunset team, that there was a post where someone literally complained that there's no originality, that they're just copying Flamborough Speedway. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Instead of us looking at the holy shit, somebody wants to spend $10,000 and give it to another division. Obviously, I would love it more if it was a $10,000 to the mini stocks or hell, even the Pro Late models, super stocks. $10,000 is $10,000. That is huge. It's not an amount that we get in racing very often anymore. So the fact of the matter that somebody is willing to do it for the Ontario Super League, obviously, like I said, they've got they've got their own big event at Flamborough Speedway, but the fact of the matter, $20,000 is going to be given out this year as prize money for that division. That's a great thing. An absolutely great thing. The Gold Rush is the Gold Rush. This is the jackpot. And what it does is it probably will help bring people into the super lates, which they kind of need. On board with them is the mini stocks, bone stocks, and the junior late models. Plus the kids bike races are back to wrap up June. Now July is the Fight Under the Lights, which is just your regular night racing. You got a really stacked card on the Speed is Forever with Pro Late models, 30 lap features for both hot rods and 30 lap modified, 25 laps for mini stocks, bone stocks at 20, and outlaw midgets. How about Innisfil Rib Fest being back once again? And yes, the $1,000 to win Bone Stock Invitational is back on July 12th. Super Stocks, Mini Stocks, Junior Late Models, Ontario Legend Cars, and the Power Wheel Drags. Absolutely love it. Now, this is one, again, I really want to make it to this event, the 172 lap Pro Late Model Invitational Junior Hanley Classic. Can Shaw Motorsports do it again? Will Jordan House do it again? Junior Hanley Classic, of course, means a ton for people. 172 laps out there, 30 lap super stock, bone stocks, and then, of course, the big three junior late models, round number 2. Cool off a little bit out there in July. We get back into it in August as we have a couple of dates that have makeup. Yes, rain dates, which is obviously fantastic. You're right back, everybody. Okay, nothing like my dinner showing up now. So, as we said, August 3rd, you have a rain date. So, if something happens, you're able to get that sorted out, which is perfect. Now, August 9th, another fan appreciation. I really need to make it to a fan appreciation. I have yet to be at one, which is kind of sad, actually. With all the racing stuff that we've been a part of, we've actually never made it to a track for fan appreciation on a fan appreciation night. So that might be something we want to try and get to, because that would be a good place to get some content, get some great pictures and videos. Busy night once again. Push it to the limit. 50 lap pro lates. You got super stocks, bone stocks, Can-Am midgets, and I Brendan, if he's still in here, I can't remember. Did the SOMS Pro 4 Modifieds race last year? I think they did. But they make I think their only stop at Sunset Speedway in 2025. And then we have the First Responders Night. It's moved down to August 23rd. Now, as long as we can get some first responders to either wave the green flag or be a part of the show, that's all. I'm all for that. And then we got the Scorcher coming back. I didn't think so, Brendan. Wow, they haven't been since 2012. Wow, and they're coming back. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about SOMS Pro 4 Modifieds really at all. We will be having Ken Mercer coming on the Stickers and Scuffs podcast in March to talk about it. He is the president of the SOMS, so we'll learn a little bit about it, and that'll be a good learning experience for everybody, and we'll see what we can put together about that. The Scorcher starts at 6 o'clock. You got the APC Late Model Series, and how about this? I love the naming, honestly. 70 lap Simcoe County Stampede, Super Stock Invitational. Absolutely love it. 70 laps. Yes, please. 25 lap mini stocks with that. That's actually a really, really nice card. I like this one. So yeah, 170 plus 25. Not bad. Good night of racing there. Now, I can't believe that we're already at September here, but this is when things get real crazy. Now, we're back to 3 p.m. starts on the Saturday races, which is fantastic. You got your Velocity we'll get to in a second. But back to school bash, 50 lap pro stocks, super stocks, hot rods, bone stocks, legend cars, and the junior late model invitational. I'm all for it. They put on great junior late model races at Sunset Speedway. September 13th, Night of Champions. Don't miss it. This is the night that you crown all division champions. And, I know they're continuing to work on making that the best experience it can be, but I was there last year for the first time. I absolutely loved it. I really, really hope that that people get to experience this. It, you know, I'm going to put it out there. For the longest time, I think being a NASCAR fan and only liking the top level of motorsports, it skews your view. And what I mean by that is it it doesn't put into perspective how big a championship can be, no matter what level of motorsports that you like, no matter what level of motorsports you're in. Jacob Sutcliffe winning the championship for the mini stocks, good friend of mine, great guy, great kid, and him and his brother, and him celebrating with his grandfather, Chris Allard, on the roof of his car. He demolished his legs earlier in the year, and that's kind of the nicest way of saying that because that's what happened. Getting to celebrate a championship when he didn't, he thought his season was over, and Chris doesn't get enough, I think, credit for what he went through last year, because he forced himself to drive when he was in really no condition to. And he came away with the championship, and Amanda Balson in a balls to the wall battle to the end with Dan Archibald and Stompin' Tom, and she finally slayed Tom Walters. And this, if there was a night that to me probably created the most in terms of memories, it was the Night of Champions for myself, because you get to see that celebration, you get to see the families, and it doesn't matter that it's a bone stock or it's a junior late model, that it's a modified or a hot rod. It's not the IndyCar championship, it's not Formula One, it's not the NASCAR Cup Series championship, but it's a championship. And the emotion that goes through that racetrack, and really any racetrack, it's the best feeling in the world, man. It is so wicked to see. And I still attest that maybe that hot rod race was probably the best race I've ever seen live. I can still remember it would. And you know what? I'm going to go on and say I think it was the best race I have ever seen live. There was a lot of close ones. The mini stock race between Jacob Sutcliffe and Sean Taylor was really up there. And that was a photo finish. This was a photo finish. Amanda pulling it off. The crowds, like, you can't bullshit that. The crowd made that so much. I was in the infield, and you could legitimately hear the entire place roar when she won that race. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's the reason why it was so memorable, because it didn't feel like, I mean, we've been in NASCAR races and guys winning the race and it being fucking crazy, and you don't get the reaction from the fans like what we had in that race. It was just the best. And you can't tell me that there's more heart in the higher levels of racing than there is in the grassroots. Absolutely not. I saw this last year firsthand. I got to be in the booth and announcing Gracelyn McInnes's first ever win in her junior late model. Her first ever feature win. Almost could hear, almost got to call Landon Sellers' first junior late model win too. Had it until turn 3. Shit like that is why racing. You ask yourself, why do you like cars going around in ovals? Well, that shit is why. I still remember going to my first race. I still remember multiple races that I went to fucking 20 years ago. 20 years ago. And I can still remember them because I couldn't tell you what happened to the Leafs game that I went to. I can tell you what happened at WrestleMania because I can remember that shit as well, but nothing sticks. I went to the 2007 Jim Stewart 400 in Richmond, Virginia for the NASCAR Cup Series, and that race was shit compared to what I've seen. It is remarkable. And with this deal, Graydon and I have talked about this. With SNS, you guys and the racers specifically, you're not just the bone stock racer. You're our racers. We feel like you are a part of our team. You are representing us. We cheer you on. We love you guys. And it's not saying that we don't love the guys that don't rep us, but this is what my biggest thing has been to tell people that haven't been a partner in motorsports. There is no better feeling than seeing your logo on something and on a car, on a team, and they succeed. And knowing that you were a part of that. People like to be very kind and tell Graydon and I kind of, thank you for all you do and stuff. And I don't mean to shrug it off. It's just, I'd much rather us tell you thank you. For years, we were fans and we didn't get to be a part of it. And now we're a part of it and we feel the love and we see the love and we see the passion. We see what people put into it. A person that I just saw here posting, I don't think he takes a day off. Trev waited 30 years to win his first race. Got to call that. And man, first ever announcing gig was calling Kevin Trevelyan winning his first ever race. You can't fake that shit. That is pure emotion at its best. It's years of heartache, years of struggling, years of DNQs and DNFs and DNSs of disappointment and not having people support you. It is, you cannot put that into an hour-long game. It's not the same level, and I hate that people still, and I hate that NASCAR sees it as stick and ball sport. It's so far from it because there's so much more involved. I'm not saying that the commitment is different. It's not. It's still a lot of money to play sports, but a lot of the times you have a lot of other people contributing to that win. It's not just you on your own. Sure, you have team members, but at the end of the day, the driver is the one behind the wheel. The people that put that car together, they're the ones that put it on the track. But they can't do it if they don't have the support of partners. So when we got to see drivers put our names on the car, it fueled the passion even more. And that's what it's going to do for somebody that's never been involved in motorsports. We have to show people it is not just a sticker. It's your support. Amanda was somebody who we didn't know. And I had this come back up in my memories on Facebook, but she was the first person that I was able to get a sponsor for. It was 2 years that they were with her. And it was the coolest thing ever. It's not the first time. SNS has been proven that we've been able to get some partnerships for people. We've been able to get attention brought to some people, and we've been able to get remarkably business to our partnerships. That's the best feeling in the world. When you know that you are doing something that you can help racers and you can help people within it. I mean, Shenanigans made a post earlier today. To see a post from a partner supporting their racers, it's what we need. It's what you need. Ferguson's do it amazing as well. Always traveling to make sure they give out their thank yous. Um, Sharing the posts. People, I've been asked this question this week, like, how do you do it for social media stuff? How do I do this? I can't give you the answer because I don't know. This is all a winging. This is it. You've got to have that drive to do it. Um, Underdog Creative, buddy. So Calvin, I met Phil uh, through doing renders for NASCAR Canada. Um, and if there's like those that don't know Phil have no idea how talented that man is. He did some renderings for Kevin Trevelyan. We were working on a deal for that, and he does all of our graphic stuff, except for our actual logo this year. That one we worked with Image Wraps on for the decals. But and then our initial logo was from Drive Through. But that man is so talented, um, and has literally done a created from scratch, mind you, from pictures that our racing community posts. Um, he has been able to make templates of almost every division. Now, hot rods is a little difficult for him because there's so many different types of them, but he's basically done super stocks, pro late models, four bangers, mini stocks, junior late models, mini trucks. He's done it all. So like, if you want a render done, reach out. The Sentra is being worked on right now, buddy. Don't you worry. I told him about the Sentra, and he's working on it. He's just trying to figure out which ones he's like how he wants to format it. Um, the guy works like crazy. If you guys don't know, he actually does so like he does graphic design for a professional hockey, not NHL, but a professional hockey division, I believe, and a well-known and new uh, fast food restaurant. He does all of their graphic stuff. He's not some like little graphic designer. This guy's got basically he's doing shit for all of Canada. So it's pretty friggin' cool that he does this, and a lot of the times he does it for fun. He's done redesigns of every track logo. Again, he's done series logos. He's done team logos, paint schemes. It's just cool. So if you need to reach out to our partner Underdog Creative, if if you don't know how to contact him, reach out to me. I'll send you right to Phil. If you want to, you need to meet Phil, I'll put you in a conversation with us, and that's how we got to do a couple of schemes last year. Sam Fellows, he did one for. He's done for Trevor Monahan. He's done um, for Robinson Racing. They just changed their logo, but he did tons of stuff for us in OSS. Made OSS as good as it was last year because of all of his amazing stuff. Race event logos. Literally, if you can think of it, he can do it. So definitely check him out. His prices are not insane. They're fantastic stuff. So, but you know what, friends? I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. It's been it's been a tough couple of weeks, and like I said, I'm still unfortunately finding bugs. Seen one just before we and had to deal with one literally just before we started, literally right over here, which is not normally where they hang out. And um, but I'm hoping, like I said, we'll be done in at least another week. Hopefully, I won't have to deal with any more, and you can get everything back to normal here and can get recovered, man. This been dealing with some really bad congestion in um, in my chest and everything. So it's led to some pretty bad coughing and sneezing, and just allergies are brutal. And the weather keeps changing, and that's really a part of it, right? But um, I didn't want to go too long tonight. We have a lot of plans for this year. As you guys know, Graydon Bunn be Sobel for the regular. He's going to try. He wants to get out to Grand Bend and do a race there. Um, he wants to um, he wants to get out to do maybe another race at Delaware, and maybe another one at Full Throttle. And you know, definitely not Ash. Definitely the Renos are not for the faint of heart, I'll say. Um, and you know, it's been an absolute honor to work with Graydon, and um, he's my best friend. And it sucks that kind of we're so busy now, both of us, that yeah, we're still alive, Corey. Um, uh, the likelihood is that Graydon and I won't actually get to see each other much this season. Um, once again, and I think we kind of both have started to look at it as it's a positive. Um, we're trying to divide and conquer. Um, he's he's more taking care of Sobel this year, and working on some deals there and some really cool things there. Oh, dude, Calvin, that's exactly it. I love that. I love that scene in Family Guy. Yeah, hey, you're on the turf, man. Right, Calvin? That's exactly what it's from. Uh, I appreciate that, Ash. Yeah, we're probably going to do that at some point because um, I'll just say that I've got some offers to do some announcing this year at multiple places. Which, if you guys know anything about me, that is my dream. Um, you know, Graydon's was racing, and he's getting to live his, um, and now I'm getting to live mine as well. And it's just it's an honor, honestly. Like I said, guys, it's an absolute honor to be here and to be part of it. Um, I'm looking forward to. You think I'm gonna be okay, McPherson Motorsports? Gord, you think I'm gonna be okay? I have issues with bugs here. You think I'm gonna be okay moving up there where there's mice? Yeah, okay. I mean, we have rats down here, but I'm in a condo. I don't really have to deal with that shit. I shouldn't jinx myself like that. But yeah, shout out Sunset for releasing a great schedule. OSS had a great program, although needs to be mentioned after rules meeting really shows. Yeah, Corey, we know you got we got some opinions on that stuff, and it is what it is. I'm not here to. I've said what I've already need to say about that, and I'm getting sick of saying it. So um, it's up to them. They can do whatever they want, and I'm going to support the racers no matter what, because they got some fucking great people in that track, that division, that series, especially some of these guys that I've come to know over the last couple of years. It was great, but we're gonna try and focus on some Ontario late model racing or late model Ontario Legend car racing this year. I'm really excited about that. Not just because Andy Camerath is going there, and I freaking love Andy Camerath. I think he's fantastic, but seeing the kids coming in there, Cole Camrath, hopefully Del Freiberger. Um, Lindsay, Delaware, um, Delaware has not mentioned anything Jamie Maudsley has, which would be an honor. I've 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 teased the idea of reaching out to Rogers and seeing if I could do the Rogers broadcast with Chris Soares. The problem is the Friday nights at Delaware is just it's a long trek. Um, and again, I don't drive, so I have to find ways to get there and back. Um, it but yeah, it'd be great. Grand Bend, same kind of story. I'm not a sleepover type of guy. I like to come home the same night, and that's a big distance. So, um, but you know what? I think that's awesome, and um, you know, it's nice to see. But APC series, I believe we can confirm, Corey, that you are full time in APC this year. And 2C Motorsports got a full crew of racers this year, so I'm really excited to see that. See what they can do as a whole, and little McAllister's racing this year too, so I'm excited to see how he does. He was excited so much last year. He told me last year that he got a race car and that he's gonna race, and that he told us on the podcast. I don't know if Corey remembers, but Kane told us on the podcast that he's gonna race and he's gonna win a championship. That was one of the things that he said on his cameo on our podcast was that Kane was going to win a championship, just like his dad. So now, Calvin, you did say you're back at Sunset, but I know we were toying with maybe not full time. Are you sure now if you're back full time or not? I know they were upping the. What's interesting, they were upping the prizes at like the payout for the bone stocks. I thought at Full Throttle, and I have not heard anybody going to Full Throttle yet. So, I mean, just the regulars returning. So, Kane will be at Sunset. Hell yeah! If you guys haven't met Kane McAllister, that kid is hilarious. He is a chip off the old block, and he is going to be. First off, he is an interview. Okay, he's got the skills already. That kid's got a gift of gab. He's got swag. He's got some glasses, and yeah, he's gonna be a fun little guy to watch out there, and him and Rylan out there. I expect Rylan Camrath will battle for the championship this year. If Josh Davenport, I believe Josh is back, and I'm hoping for a year from the captain. Actually, I'm hoping for I'm hoping Morgan steps on it this year. You know, I think she showed glimpses last year that she's starting to get a little bit braver out there, and you know, it'll be a little different for her because Keegan's not going to be out there with her, right? So, but my hope is that she gets out there and kicks some ass, and I want to see her get a win. I want to see her start with a heat win, but I want to see her out there and get herself a feature. I think she can do it. Yeah, the kids are going to be tough out there. Ronnie Mason's really good. I think Ronnie Mason's going to be somebody else you're going to have to watch. Peterborough's got a ton coming back. My understanding right now is the core of the junior late model division is back, and I'm excited. I mean, Sam keeps posting pictures of Morgan, and I mean, if he's not careful, she's going to be taller than him in about a week. So, Lindsay, I know Keegan's ready to get a checker this year. He's got to beat Mike Beneteau, and that's a tall order, Lindsay. But I think there's no better motivation no better motivation to have Keegs running against Mike Beneteau. We are stealing Corey McAllister's crew chief, Scotty. I don't know if that's like if you're being honest or if that's a joke, but if that's honest, I actually really like that. Um, if there's a guy who can do it and does it well, Scotty would be the guy. Um, I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff around two speed. I'm really excited about this year, and I'm happy to see Keegan coming back. Lindsay, it's always tough to come back from an injury. But I know you. I mean, Hannah had basically told me. I think you had told me. Um, I think I think we got a lot of good coming, guys. But my I'm starting to fade here, friends. So trying to deal with everything. But you guys, I love y'all, and we're gonna be back next week, Great and Bun, and we'll potentially have some special guests with us to have a little bit different of a show. Um, at least that's what we're working on next week. We've got a new episode, our final episode with for Ladies of the Oval Month, and it's going to be with Donna Tolton, Full Throttle Motor Speedway. She's obviously been there a long time. Her and Tim got married on the front stretch at Full Throttle, so she's a long time racer. I think this might be her first opportunity with a podcast, so we're excited to have Donna on to end the Ladies of the Oval Month, and then I don't think I've released this yet. Because frankly, oh no, I did release it. That's right. Because March, and Sam, yes, that was the best start because I remember watching that shit and I lost my mind seeing Morgan go from, I think she was like 15th to like first. So, but our month of March for the SNS podcast is exciting. We're excited to welcome Calvin Reeser will be making his debut on the podcast. Sean McGlynn from the Ontario Sportsman Series. We got Dawson Jeremy from the Ontario Legend Cars and the Bandoleros. He's going to talk a lot about that. Be back from Auburndale in Florida, so he'll be awesome to talk to. And then it's Spicy Man Paul Pepper. He is coming in to end the month of February with us. I'm really excited to get Paul on the show. We've been wanting to have him on the podcast for a while. So a very stacked card with Reeser, McGlynn, Dremy, and Pepper. And then first week, hopefully in March, we got Tom and Thomas Gibbons coming on, talk about Sauble Speedway as well. So we really appreciate that. And, thank you guys for being a part of the podcast. Appreciate you, Corey, and appreciate all of you guys being a part of everything that we do. You've given us a like, share. I'm fading, guys. Sorry. And you know what? Have yourselves a great weekend, guys. We are getting ready. As you can see, I've got decals in hand. Oh, I definitely read it. And we're getting envelopes ready. This one's for Sam, Keegan, and Morgan. We're getting envelopes ready for Motorama. I do want to confirm. I'm not going to have cars at the booth this time. It was just too many working parts right now. Missing just too much of a hassle to try and get everything together. We had somebody ready to go, and the show just kind of made some changes that not what they initially told me. After that, what we're potentially going to have is if drivers are interested in coming and being at our spot, and if you got hero cards from last year, you need to get rid of them. Come bring them. Make them all nice, sign them up, and leave them on our table. And we'll give them away. You can be there. Drivers can be there as well. We're still going to try and do Scuffy Awards visiting. We're still working on that. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that weren't available this weekend. So What we're going to try and do is get those delivered either before or after Motorama. Likely some interviews with that and pictures for sure. So I appreciate you all. Have a great weekend, great night. We'll see you all next week for Stickers and Scuffs Live. And of course, make sure you tune in. And please, if you can, we're still struggling to get our numbers back up to where they were in terms of our group members. I've officially deleted the old group now. This Stickers and Scuffs community page, I'm going to try and rename it just Stickers and Scuffs Podcast so that we can have people actually use that and it not look silly when they add us as a partner on their social media posts. It doesn't say the community, but yeah, have a great week, everybody. I could talk for hours and I'm trying to end the show, but I appreciate you all very, very much. DM me if you need anything, and we'll reach out and talk to you all next week, okay? Have a great week, everybody.
Friday nights we gather round, Kim and Graydon holding down, the laughter echoing through the mic, racing stories we all like. Ontario Motorsports pride, revving engines side by side, all season long we talk the track, sticker tails won't hold back. Kicking back with friends on air, racing dreams we love to share, Stickers and Scuffs is where we meet, Friday nights can't be beat. The engines roar and hearts on fire, stories that lift us higher, from the pits to the victory lane, Cam and Graydon know the game. Every lap brings more delight, shine those trophies in the light, join the fun, don't be late, Friday nights it's a date. Rubber burning, asphalt black, stories that will never lack, live podcast where we belong, racing life all off season long. Ontario Motorsports pride, revving engines side by side, all off season long we talk the track, sticker tails won't hold back. Kicking back with friends on air, racing dreams we love to share, Stickers and Scuffs is where we meet, Friday nights can't be beat. Engines roaring, hearts on fire, stories that lift us higher, from the pits to the victory lane, Cam and Graydon know the game. Engines roaring, hearts on fire, stories that lift us higher, from the pits to the victory lane, Cam and Graydon know the game. Every lap brings more delight, shine those trophies in the light, join the fun, don't be late, Friday nights, it's a day. It's a dirt and asphalt black, stories that will never lack, from the pits to the victory lane, Cam and Graydon know